Looks like I drank the whole dang bottle again. Holy smokers, guys, this stock market ain't no dang jokers. There's stocks crashing all over the place. We got to talk about what in the heck is going on out there. Unless you own only big tech stocks, yeah, the pain is real and it is substantial. And I want to explain exactly what's going on here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we have more pain to come, okay? Teladoc down 9%. Voyager down 7.5%. The Chef's down 7%. Fubo's down 6%. Planet's down 5.8%. Wind's down 5.1%. Lucid and Rivian are down 15 and 16% after I think yesterday they were down 15 and 16% as well. Corsair Gaming down 4%. Honest down 3.7%. Palantir down 3.4%. Beyond Meat down 3%. Smile Direct Club down 2.9%. SAM down 2.65%. Alibaba down 11%. Oh, the pain is real. Even cryptos are going down. That's when you know it's getting rough out there. Roku down 3.3%. It's ugly out there, guys. Needless to say, if you own anything pretty much outside of big tech, you're probably getting destroyed today. Just straight up. Like, yeah, it's rough, and just rough, okay? That's the best way I can describe it out there. Now, on the flip side, you got some stocks that are just totally bucking the trend. I told you guys about big tech. Look at Rivian, or excuse me, not Rivian. I see an R, I think Rivian. Definitely not Rivian today, okay? Revolve, look at, this is a great thing about an unedited video. Look at Revolve, RVLV, okay? I mean, the stock shows strength today, but look at, this has been a great performing stock, right? And so keep this in mind, keep this in the back of your head here, because this has been an unbelievable performing stock throughout the year, and it continues to on a day like today when there's countless other stocks just getting absolutely decimated. And there's not like there's any real reason in terms of, it's not like all these companies came out with earnings or something like that, okay? There is a reason why all those stocks are selling off that we're going to get into, but it's not for that, right? Look at Tesla today. Like, this isn't even a big downward day for the stock. It's down 1%. It's like nothing for Tesla, but Tesla's been doing pretty good, right? So it's kind of bucking the trend. And Tesla's, because it's now in the $1 trillion boys club, it's kind of almost like getting in with the Apple and the Amazon mix, and those stocks are kind of almost starting to move together. If you look at Facebook, or excuse me, if you look at Meta Platforms, look at down 0.46% today. That's nothing for a downward move. Skyworks Solutions, a big semiconductor company I own. Look at this one. Hardly down today, down 0.1%. By the way, dividend coming for Skyworks for anybody that owns that stock, okay? Walgreens Boots Alliance. I mean, you look at this stock here today, basically break even on the day. Walgreens has been a pretty good stock this year. So that stock's break even. Brian sent me this. This is a heat map of what's going on out there. Look at what's holding the market together. It's Microsoft, it's Apple, it's Nvidia. Nvidia's having a great day. Another one of those stocks that has been performing great and still is performing great, right? 8%. Don't think that will last forever, but it's lasting right now. That's for dang sure. Texas Instruments 2%, AMD 2%, Google McDougal 1%, Amazon almost 3.5%, right? Home Depot 2.5%. So it's big dogs holding this whole thing together. Small caps and any stock that has been a downtrending stock this year is just boom, 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 getting put in the dirt, okay? That's the best way to describe it. Now, what's going on here essentially? I think a lot of folks are wondering that. Well, first off, today, as of recording, this is November 18th, which now means we are in the back half of November, right? Now, I don't know if you guys know about this, but losing stocks at the end of the year, okay? So essentially, a lot of people like to sell losing stocks at the end of the year and then buy them back at the beginning of the next year. And the reason you do this is so you can offset some of your gains you've had on stocks, right? Now, you might think, well, everybody must wait till the last day of December. No, because people aren't idiots, okay? Or at least, at least most of the people that have big money aren't idiots, okay? Those people realize, no, otherwise you just crash the market if everybody all of a sudden sells out and takes all their losses on December 31st. It's not the way you do it. The way you do it is you start selling out in the back half of November. You beat everybody to the trend to sell your losing stocks. And then as soon as January hits, you buy those stocks back. And this is why a lot of times this is even a thing that's talked about in the stock market, where essentially it's like buy the losing stocks, like buy the worst stocks in the Dow, something like that. And in January, like it's literally a strategy that some folks employ, okay? And so if you're looking at this, like everybody doesn't wait to sell out of their losing stocks till December 31st. That isn't the way it works, okay? And here's the thing, okay? Investors looking to write off any capital losses need to be aware of wash sales, which can derail their attempt to claim a deduction during tax time. A wash sale is one of the key pitfalls to avoid when trying to take advantage of tax loss harvesting to reduce your taxes. And we know everybody's always trying to reduce their taxes, right? So a wash sale is when you sell an asset such as a stock or bond, but have purchased the same asset very similar within 30 days before or after the sale. So, essentially, if you want to buy a stock back in January, let's say the first week of January, you got to sell now. You got to sell here at the beginning of November, take your loss. If you wait all the way till the end of December, right, then you got to wait all the way until pretty much February to buy that stock back, right? And so you're lagging everybody essentially. So the bigger money, or folks that have more money, they understand the stock market is one big game of getting ahead of everybody else, right? And so they're like, I'm going to take my losses now, right? Sell the stocks. You see a massive sell-off like we have today in so many of these stocks. It's disgusting, right? And almost all those stocks that we went through have been performing horribly the whole year, right? Or at least the last 6-9 months, right? And so those stocks, people are in those, and they're saying, let me go ahead and take my loss now. And if they want to buy back in January, they can buy back in January. If they don't want to buy back, they don't have to buy back, right? So they beat the trend. They beat everybody else to selling out of those positions. And that's how you get this massive downward move in countless of these stocks out of just, honestly, to be quite frank, nowhere, okay? And so this is very, very important to keep in mind. If, I look at something like my Tesla position, right? This is a stock, think about it, right? I kind of don't want to sell Tesla, not just because of the company fundamentals and those sorts of things, but at the end of the day, when it comes to good old Tesla, my Tesla, I look at the stock and I'm like, I'm going to have to pay crazy taxes on this. I put $34,000 into this stock in this particular account, and those shares are now worth $806,000. This is a big tax liability I'm going to have when I sell out of the stock, right? So it's not like I'm in a rush to sell out of the stock. However, there's been plenty of other profits I've taken this year. We've made 6 figures in profits taken in the public account this year, right? And so if I was to look at something, there's certainly a certain amount of people out there that look at that and be like, hey, let's take some of these losses and buy some of these stocks back in January. They probably won't have moved. That's what a lot of people assume. Now, that's the dangerous part of this game, okay, is if the stock moves huge over the next month or two, then you kind of get screwed in the whole situation, right? But a lot of folks look at these stocks and they're like, why is Alibaba all of a sudden going to move up 20, 30, 40%? Right? People are like, that's not going to happen, right? Why is Corsair going to move? Corsair hasn't been doing anything. It's been $24 to $27 for like all of mankind's history. So why is Corsair going to all of a sudden move? Why not just take the loss, go ahead, buy back in January? It'll probably be the same price anyways, right? And so that's the way a lot of people get into this mindset and the way they like to think, right? I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. It's just a strategy that's employed in the market that you kind of have to understand in this scenario, right? And so when it comes to me, I'm not somebody that does the whole tax loss harvesting thing and tries to buy back in, because once again, that gets into this whole I'm not saying it's a bad strategy. It's just, it gets you into this whole mentality of like, okay, I got to try to sell this stock. I got to try to buy it back now. And you start getting into more of like a trading mentality, which is just a route I don't want to go down. I'm like, yeah, it sucks to be down on a stock. It sucks to get destroyed on a day like today. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of these stocks are going to end up thriving over the coming years. And, all I care about is the next, huge gainer, the next Revolve, the next Tesla, those sorts of stocks. And I think I'm getting into some of those. And so I'm not going to trip off of trying to, tax loss harvest this way and things like that. So, but you got to understand there's different people that have different ideas and different strategies in the market. And, if they're smart, they're doing it right now, because you don't wait till December. Then you're what they call dumb money at that point, right? You're just, doing what everybody else is doing or how everybody else is thinking, right? So, and this is another reason, by the way, that we might not see a massive sell-off at the very end of December, because essentially a lot of folks will have already taken their losses and already, implemented this strategy. So anyways, guys, much love as always. Have a great day.